Now, my next guest is one of the funniest people on TV, fresh from winning at the Attitude Awards this month. Tom Allen is also serving up extra bake-off gossip on Extra Slice every week. But in his latest project, Tom is inviting us into his garden with some very special guests. And he joins us now. Your beautiful garden, Tom.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. And thank you for saying such nice things on a Monday morning.
Well, I mean every word.
Oh, my goodness, what a lovely start to the week. Huge pressure on me to be funny. But thank you for saying that. Yes, I've been inviting people into my garden for this new show, I call it a show, that I do on YouTube and as a podcast. It's called Pottering. And I just sort of drag people into my garden and make them talk to me.
But this is very much your happy place.
Yes.
So interestingly, I mean, you use your garden as a place of almost to get away from work and to get away from your phone and to sort of connect and be mindful. So how did you feel about actually sort of bringing work into that?
Well, yes, Rob Beckett pointed this out. He said, you've realised that you really like gardening and it's a peaceful place and now you've ruined it by making it a work thing. But I just thought in an age when everything can feel so frightening, can't it? Everything can feel so sort of stressful in the news and there's so much going on and there's so many things we feel like we can't control and we're all on our phones all the time and becoming more and more divided and sort of shouting at each other, it seems. I thought, well, what could I possibly do to try and help? And I thought, well, I find gardening peaceful. Maybe if I bring other people in, it will help them too.
Yes, so, and us listening and watching, well, and it's a community.
I thought it's a little bit of a community and I can just have a nice time with my guests and show them the tranquility of being in the garden. And we try and incorporate the sounds, you know, the birds singing. And I live near a church as well, so the bells are often going off. So it's nice to just sort of have that kind of, I hope, for people maybe travelling into work or going on a walk or if they're feeling stressed, hopefully it's a calming moment in the day.
Because it's interesting, I did giggle when I realised that you used to go to garden centres when you were younger at the weekends.
Yes.
As I did exactly the same thing with my parents. And at that point, as a child, you're a bit like,
oh, it's so boring. It's so depressing.
Suddenly that you've fallen in love with it now.
What I realised is I like gardening. I basically have the life of a sort of 85-year-old woman. And I like gardening. I like sitting down quietly.
Wearing Crocs.
I wear Crocs because I think, well, they're a backdoor staple, aren't they? Because they're such a handy slip-on shoe.
Still with a suit, though.
Still with a suit. Well, I might have come back from work. And I think, well, I just want to pop into the garden for a moment, but you keep the slip-on shoes by the back door and you just think, well, they're easy to pop on, aren't they? Exactly. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't go. So I sort of have tried to incorporate that into our visualised shows. I wear the Crocs there. So, yeah, I mean, they are a little bit inelegant, you could say. But I think, well, why not just show that, you know, we're all human deep down?
Absolutely, yes. And does your mum enjoy being in the garden as well? Because I know she's living with you at the moment. We saw you both on the telly at the weekend.
On our appearance on Parents' Evening. There we are, look. Yes, she does like to garden. She likes to tell me what to do in the garden, which I think is a thing that mums like to do, isn't it? Oh, well, don't mind me saying, but what you do, what I would do with that is I would repot that. I wouldn't repot that. I would do that. So I get that sort of direction from my mum. And then, of course, if you look to any of the experts in gardening, they're always talking about sort of mulching. And I still don't really know what mulching is, but there's a lot of talk about mulching, I think, in proper gardening.
It's an unusual word.
So I'm a proud novice. I like learning about gardening. I don't know anything about cross-pollination or biennials or perennials or annuals. I don't really know what any of those things are.
No, it's just something you enjoy and you make the most of it.
I just like to fanny around.
Who makes for a good pottering guest?
Well, actually, anybody, because the first guest I had was Rob Beckett, and he doesn't like gardening. And although he did want to show off about his wisteria, that's another story. But he doesn't particularly like it. But it was interesting to sort of bring him into the world of it, which I quite like doing. But then other guests I've had, like Faye Ripley, very, very good at gardening, very into it, and always has liked it. So it's been interesting to see how those kind of different people interact with it. And I think that's what I try and say to people is there's no right or wrong way to engage with it. But what I think with gardening as well is that it's a kind of it's a perfect combination of everything at the moment because it teaches us about calming down. I think it's good for our mental health. I think it's good for learning about the climate and climate change. You know, I've been growing vegetables, so I think I've been eating a bit better. I think it's just this epicentre of everything. Yeah. This great crossroads and also bringing people together. Like, there's lots of wonderful community gardens I've learnt about.
Yeah, that's very true.
And
well, we obviously need our vegetables. We also need cake.
Well, I don't grow
And
many
let's talk
cakes in the
bake-off,
garden,
yeah.
but yes, I do know a bit about it, yes.
This is the semi-finals, of course.
I know, I can't believe how quickly it comes round.
Absolutely, yes. But I love your show, and I know you've described it before as like the cheeky cousin of the main
Yes.
show. And quite often, if I don't catch the main show, I feel like I'm completely up to date when I watch you.
Well, thank you for that. We like to pride ourselves on being a fun-time family show on Friday evenings. So, yeah, hopefully everybody can get along with... Am I wearing the same shirt in that picture? Gosh, I do have other clothes. But I do... I reuse and recycle.
Absolutely.
You know, absolutely. Why not? Why not? Why not? And so yeah, we do have a fun time doing that. And Joe Brand is so lovely, and so Joe's just so generous. And
It's such a good.
we have lovely
It's just
guests.
a great set. It's very easy, isn't it?
Yes, we kind of
feels like fun.
I like talking to the people who bring their cakes along.
But aside from all of that,
Yes.
you've got a book coming out. This is your first fictional book.
Yes,
It's
yes.
called Common Decency. It's not until next year.
That's right.
But it's set in suburbia, really.
That's right.
With lots of twists and turns.
Lots of twists and turns, and it's about people living side by side and getting to know each other and the twists and turns that brings and the surprises. I wanted to... There's no murders. It's not a murder. Keep saying to me, I haven't written a murder. Because I think, you know, if you were to judge by the shelves in most bookshelves, if there was that many murders in the country, no one would be here.
so true.
So many murders.
Yeah, we don't need another one.
I thought we don't need another murder. And I've written this about living in suburbia, because I always dreamed that I'd live in the middle of town when I grew up. I was like, oh, I'm going to be with all the cool people. And then as I got older and was able to save and buy my own place, I thought, actually, no, I like suburbia. I like the quiet life. I like a bit of nature, a bit of a garden, knowing your neighbours. I think those things that...
but it can still be spicy, basically.
But, let me
That is
tell
what
you,
we're
it can be spicy as you
getting
like. Yes, absolutely.
Tom, it's an absolute delight. Thank you
Well,
so much
thanks
for
for having
coming
me
in
here.
today. Tom's podcast, Pottering, it is out now, and you can catch it every Thursday.
Yes, every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
That's right.
And, of course, Bake Off Extra Slice is back this Friday, 8 p.m. on Channel 4. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, thank you.
Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.